everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It is Jen with Hominess Plans, and I am back with another memory spread. For this week, I will be planning out the week of June 26th through July 2nd. And I'm using this absolutely stunning kit from Inkpaperplan. It's called Ocean Life, and I fell in love with it. I've obviously, Inkpaperplan is a newer shop to me. I discovered them this year because Tay used some of their brick patterned like foil pieces in her spreads, and I immediately fell in love with that. So I went on and I bought a bunch of foil deco pieces, like, you know, the foiled dot clusters, and I of course bought the brick texture and pattern and stuff like that. And then I started to follow, because when I see a shop that I enjoy and I start using their stickers, I go and I follow them on Instagram, obviously, because then you can see their new releases. And when I saw this kit on her Instagram, my jaw dropped. I knew that I was going to need it. I love all of the like under the sea themes, and I knew immediately. I love that it was in rose gold, because I've said this before, rose gold is one of those foil colors that's kind of hard to come by in the summertime. So when I saw that this was in rose gold, I fell in love with it. Or that I could have gotten it in silver, I think. I think she has it to where, you know, whatever kit you pick up, you can choose your foil color. But I had so much fun with this. Now, when I sat down to finally plan this, I'm not going to lie, I was actually really intimidated, because I saw all the different scenes and I had all these ideas in my head and I just didn't know where to start. And then what really gave me the inspiration was the little, I haven't put her down yet, but I'm going to put a mermaid in the sidebar. And I knew I wanted the whole spread to kind of feel like it was underwater. So that's where I got the inspiration to do the date cover deco. You can see I'm doing it up here. I use those transparent alcohol ink swatches, and I use primarily like the blue tones on the sheets, and I wanted to make it feel like it was water. And then those bubbles from Sadie Stickers and also from the Pretty Pink Co. just sold it. And I started with the date covers, which I don't normally do. Or maybe I do. I don't know. It depends, but I started with the date covers, and as soon as I started putting things down, and I really went to town with the jellyfish. Like, I used all kinds of different jellyfish from both the Pretty Pink Co. and Sadie Stickers. I used dot clusters and all the bubbles, and I just fell in love with the scene that I created in the date covers. And then that like kind of comes down into the sidebar here. You can see it's it's not the Little Mermaid, but it's a little mermaid girl, and it's supposed to look like she's sitting on the bottom of the ocean floor. I have bubbles and jellyfish and all kinds of sea creatures that I'm adding, and it all just continued to kind of layer itself together. Like, I added on the second page of the journaling sheet, there were all kinds of like underwater scenes, like those really rich watercolor scenes, and they were all like under the ocean. And I immediately started, like, I just continued to layer stuff. And at first, at one point I was looking at it, I was like, this is too much. This is too much. I have to stop. I have to pull it all up. And then I took a step back and I continued to look at it, and I was like, you know what? I love it. I love it so much. And I really do. I love how the base turned out, and I really love how the overall spread like feels. It really feels to me like it's all underwater, which is totally the vibe I was going for. I pulled in the date covers and also in the sidebar, and all throughout the spread too, you'll see. I made it look like it was like underwater. I pulled in the jellyfish, I pulled in some bubbles, and I just wanted the whole spread to have that vibe of like it's underwater. So I wanted to bring the bubbles and like some of the kelp or coral or whatever, the seaweed, I wanted to bring those into the actual columns as well. And I had so much fun with it, and I've just felt so like the creativity was just like flowing, and I loved it so much. And it really inspired me to continue to check out some of Inkpaperplan's kits, because I had so much fun, especially with the add-ons that I had to go along with it. I loved it so much, and I was really happy with how the base turned out. But anyways, if you have any questions, I've pretty much covered everything that I used in the base of the spread. But if you have any questions, as always, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer. So on Monday, I marked getting up early, and I pulled in one of the, by the way, if you guys hear guitar in the background, my husband is teaching a guitar lesson right now. I'm so sorry. I'm in the other room, but electric guitars are loud. So anyways, if you guys hear that, that's my husband. I used one of the scalloped midi boxes that came with the kit, layered it with some florals, and as you can see, I pulled in another one of those miniature jellyfish. Those are from it's either from Sadie Stickers or the Pretty Pink Co. I can't remember. I think the jellyfish are all from Sadie Stickers. But yeah, you see, I pull in some of those like undersea creatures, and I pull in some of the bubbles too, because down underneath it, I marked going to the gym, and I pulled in some more of those bubble clusters to kind of give it that vibe of like under the sea as well, which I love how it all turns out. I marked going to the gym with some florals, and then the icon is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I deep cleaned my house on this day, so I pulled in one of the notch quarter boxes, layered it with some florals. I pulled in another one of those mini jellyfish. I just loved it so much. I also loved pulling in some of the dot clusters around some of the sea life that I pulled in too, because I felt like it was like, in the ocean. You guys see, like, if you look at like some of those documentaries, there's always like, it looks like there's little particles in the ocean, and obviously those are like little plankton and other little like sea life and whatnot. And I don't know, in my head that made sense. I was like, oh, it's little plankton, the little like dots. So it just made sense to me. Okay, I marked getting caught up in my planner, and I want to it was so funny because on this day, this was the day that I was 100%, that I realized, oh my gosh, I am 100% caught up in my planner. And I made a story about it on Instagram, and it was so funny because Tay responded, and she was like, because I was like, how's everyone else's planner journey going? And Tay was like, girl, you come on here and you really asking how everyone else's planner journey's going while you're sitting there all caught up in your planner. It was so funny. So, but I'm really proud of myself, because even though I haven't uploaded my plan with me like I should, I am 100% caught up in my planner, which this time last year I was still in April in my planner, and it was just so crazy how far behind I got, and the fact that I've been able to stay consistent and caught up in my planner this year, I'm really proud of myself. So anyways, marked that with the Crafts by Towie icon. I marked that I cooked food for me and my hubby, and I pulled in one of those, that's a, like, what's the word? Scallop. It's a scallop quarter box from Bloom Paper Studio. And then to cap off the night, I marked that I watched TV with my hubby. And as you can see at the bottom of Monday, those little like mini seaweed clusters, those are from Sadie Stickers. And like I said, I liked doing that because it kind of looks like the ocean floor, and it still gives that vibe of everything being underwater. And I don't know, I thought I was clever. So anyways, on Tuesday, I marked getting up early, marked that with a midi box that's from Perky's Papery, pulled in the little slippers icon from Crafts by Towie, pulled in some more jellyfish and bubble deco, marked going to the gym the same way as I marked it on Monday. I marked that I played with stickers, so who knows what I was doing on that one, but I pulled in a quarter box, layered it with a foiled quarter box from my newest addiction, the stickers from White Deer Stationery. And then I really like how I marked my Zoom class. I pulled in the scallop circle that came with the kit, and I layered it with one of the swatches that came with the journaling add-on. Of course, I added some florals and a bunch of like the bubble deco and the little jellyfish and the seaweed. And I really love how that turned out. I love the vibe of it. Again, it gives that like total underwater feel. And of course, the icon is from Crafts by Towie. And I can't get over how much I love these bubbles. Like whenever I saw that Sadie Stickers and not Crafts by Towie, the Pretty Pink Co came out with them, I was so excited and giddy, and I ordered so many. So I have so many in all the foil colors, and I'm so excited. I used so many of my rose gold ones in this spread alone, and I'm not mad at it. I love the feel. I love the vibe. Then to cap off the night, I marked that I edited a plan with me, and I marked that with some florals, some seaweed deco, and some dot clusters, and those are from Inkpaperplan. And then are those Inkpaperplan? They're either Inkpaperplan dot clusters or the Pretty Pink Co, one of the two. And then the icon is from White Deer Stationery. Okay, so on Wednesday, I talked about this in my last plan with me, but there was an event that got canceled that me and my best friend were supposed to do. It got canceled because there was a power outage, and so it got rescheduled to this day. So I marked that I was up early for that. I marked that with one of the notched mini boxes that came with the kit, layered it with some florals. the slippers icon is once again from White Deer Stationery. I marked that I did balloons with my best friend. I love the way I marked that. I pulled in a foiled notch box from Sadie Stickers, layered it with some florals, and then I added a notched box from the kit. The balloon dog icon is one that my mom made for me. I shared on Instagram. My mom and I spent a whole day the other day just foiling icons together. We like created and foiled icons because my mom is a saint and she spoils me, and I shared all of these like different icons that she made for me. We had so much fun together. And I didn't show you guys on Instagram, but this balloon dog icon I've had for so long, but she actually foiled them for me. So I have foiled versions of this balloon dog now, which I'm so excited about. Okay, I marked that me and my bestie went to Schlotsky's for lunch, and I won't stay on this topic long, but like there was like a situation with one of my friends that we had to fix on this night, and so I had to have like this deep conversation, and it was, anyways, I won't go into it, but I marked that down, and I marked that with a scalloped box, layered it with another swatch. The little phone icon is from White Deer Stationery. Again, pulled in some more jellyfish and dot clusters. I marked that I made a tortellini for me and my hubby on this night, so I marked that with the icon from Crafts by Towie. And then I marked that I was exhausted. It was just a really tiring day. So to mark that, I pulled in the sleep mask from White Deer Stationery. And then, okay, we're on to Thursday now. First thing I marked on Thursday was that I had a terrible, terrible migraine. And it was like one of those, I can always tell if it's a migraine that's going to like put me out for the day if I sit up in bed with the migraine and my room starts spinning, and it was one of those. And so I just like laid there miserable. And I slept in on this day. It was awful. So I marked that I slept in with the slippers from Crafts by Towie. And then because I was not feeling good on this day, my husband, the sweet, sweet man that he is, he spoiled me rotten. Like, he went out, he got me some medicine for my head, and then while he was out, he got my favorite Epsom salt like bubble bath, my favorite chocolate, and he put together this like he came in, I was like laying there dying because my head hurt so bad. He gave me my medicine, and then he like was shuffling around like a busy bee, and he drew me like the hottest bath, and he put in the Epsom salt bubble bath. He lit candles, and he turned on spa music, and he turned the lights off to where all that was in there was just the candles, and he filled the bath, and he just and he brought me in chocolate and a drink, and he just let me relax. It was the sweetest thing, and I was like, oh my gosh, this man, he legit spoiled me. Like, he came in and I was just laying in the bath, and he brought in some of my favorite chocolate caramels from Ghirardelli, and he like unwrapped it, and he like put them in, like he fed me chocolate. Like, I was like, what in this world did I do to deserve this man? Like, what in the world? It was so sweet, and I had to write it down because it was just so awesome. Then I had to mark that we had to prep airbrush kits because we had a huge weekend because 4th of July weekend was coming up. So to mark that, I pulled in another one of these scallop circles that came with the kit, and I kind of copied the same vibe that I went for on Tuesday. I pulled in one of these scallop circles every other day, which I was so happy I was able to do. But I pulled in one of the foiled airbrush icons that my mom made for me, which I was so happy I was able to do. Because we were prepping airbrush kits over at the office, my boss, or my best friend, she bought us all Whataburger for dinner, which was super sweet. Then to cap off the night, I just read and relaxed at home, which was really nice. Okay, so on Friday, I marked that I slept in a little bit. I don't know if you guys know this feeling, but like when you have such a terrible migraine, the next, like, for me anyways, it's like it lingers. There's like a dull lingerance. I don't know. That's not a word, Jen. Anyways, there's a dull lingering pain for me. It's like, it's not as bad, but because it was so bad before, there's like remnants. And so the next day, I call them my migraine hangovers because I still get that vibe of like, I had the migraine yesterday and I still feel it, but it's not there. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else. But anyways, I slept in because of that. And then I had to get up and get ready because I had an event on this day that I had to go and do. So I marked that I picked up an airbrush kit because I had to drop it off to my sister because she was going to be doing airbrush this weekend as well. So I marked that with a foiled scallop box from Bloom Paper Studio and some more undersea deco, and the icon is one that my mom made for me. Then I marked that I had a balloon event on this day. So again, I did the layered mini squares, which I love doing. I love layering those mini boxes together and then pulling in all of the deco and just dressing it all up, and I love the undersea vibe. Pulled in another one of those balloon dog icons that my mom made for me. Pulled in the jellyfish and the bubble deco from Sadie Stickers and the Pretty Pink Co. And I love how that turned out. I love that this was blue because it really looks like water. And again, just the underwater vibe that I was going for, I had so much fun with during this spread. It just made me so happy. And then to cap off the night on my way home, I talked to one of my friends. So to mark that, I pulled in some florals to line the bottom of the column. And then there was this little it's like a paint swatch, but it's not really a paint swatch. Am I saying that right? It's a swatch box, right? Why is my brain not coming up with the words that I need? Anyways, I pulled in whatever shape box that is, some bubble deco, and then the icon is from Waiter Stationery. Okay, this was the start of a insanely busy weekend because it was 4th of July weekend. 4th of July landed on a Tuesday this year. No, a Monday. A Tuesday. Hold on. Yes. Saturday was the 1st. Sunday was the 2nd. Yes, a Tuesday. Sorry, guys. Look, my brain is just not working today. I don't know what is going on, but it's just get it together. I need to get it. Anyways, this was the start of the really busy 4th of July weekend. So I had an event Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. No, okay. I had an event Friday and Saturday. No event on Saturday or Sunday. Then I had 3 on Tuesday, which was insane. I'm sorry, guys. You guys don't really care about this. I'm keeping that all in there. Anyways, I marked that I got up early. I pulled in another box from Perky's Papery. Those eyelashes are from White Deer Stationery, one of my favorite ways to mark getting up early. I marked getting ready for the day, pulled in by layering that perfume icon with some florals from the kit. I marked that I had to rush to my gig because I thought that my gig was at a certain time, and then I got called from my boss, and he's like, hey, they're expecting you there at this time. I was like, what? So I had to rush over to my gig. Me and my husband did. So we rushed over, and that first yeah. I'm all over the place. Yeah, I had to rush to that gig because I thought I was supposed to be there at another time, and my boss was like, no, they're expecting you there at this time. So I had to rush over there. Did my gig over there, and then I had some downtime, and I had to drive over to one of the country clubs that I do balloons at, and I had a balloon gig over there. I was outside for that one. It was so ridiculously hot. I'm sure you guys I'm sorry, you guys are probably tired of hearing how hot it is over here, but that's just the life that I'm living right now. It is triple digits, and it's miserable, and I'm gonna complain about it because it's hot. But I love the way that I marked balloons. And because it was so hot, I had to mark that I had to take a shower. I had washed my hair that morning, and I had to come home and just wash. This is gross, but that layer of sweat that you get because you're just outside, and it's anyways, I had to come home and mark that I showered because it was just so stinking hot. Anyways, I'm sure you guys love hearing about that. Let's move on. So on Sunday, I slept in, marked that with the adorable scallop mini box, some florals, the sleep mask from White Deer Stationery, some more jellyfish deco. Marked that we went over to my husband's grandmother's house. She made us lunch. We go there every Sunday. My husband's best friend came over and he had lunch with us, so I marked that by layering some boxes together. The icon is from Crafts by Towie. I marked that I played with stickers on this night, so I did the same thing where I pulled in a foiled notch box from Sadie Stickers, layered it with one of the non-foiled notch box from the kit, some florals, and all the foiled deco goodness. Marked that I talked to my best friend on this day, and then I edited a plan with me. So yeah, I was really happy with how the spread turned out. These are the leftovers that I have, along with a Viv Wiggle. I want to thank you guys so much for putting up with all of my rambles. Sometimes I just don't know what to talk about in voiceovers anymore. Like, sometimes I feel like redundant. I'm like, oh, I did this on this day and I marked this on this. But anyways, you guys don't seem to mind. So anyways, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. I do planner things. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope everybody is staying safe and staying well. And hopefully I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.